Egypt has one advantage, that textile has been in Egypt since the early 90s. Mediterranean is a yarn spinning factory. It has been established in 2006 in Alexandria in the free zone. It's a free zone area. It's about 60,000 spindles, and they do all the specialized in very fine Egyptian cotton yarn. Numbers from 60s, 80s, 100s, 120, 140, up till 160. We also have gazzing, and we have twisting and doubling. We also do some modal, some micro modal, some tencel, but we're mainly specialized in cotton. We also do Pima cotton, Supima cotton, which you buy. Our main markets, we have a production of about 500 tons per month, which is about 6,000 tons a year. And we export to different places in the world. Our main markets are Brazil, Guatemala, Italy, Portugal, Spain, Pakistan, and we are part of a big conglomerate group, which is Saif Group, which is based in Pakistan, which is a very diversified group of companies. They are in the mobile, they are in the internet in Pakistan, the energy, they have textile mills in Pakistan, so it's a very big and strong family over there, which decided to invest in Egypt in this group. So, and we have about 800 employees altogether. The Egyptian cotton has always been a very good and special cotton that is needed all over the world. In the old days, because we didn't have enough investment in machineries, we used to export all the cotton as raw cotton. Nearly 90% of it was exported, or 80%, and 20% only was used for the local private sector manufacturers who can redo it as yarn or fabric and export. So the government decided that we should do a lot of value added to the cotton, and we should start by they started by doing an investment of about 1.2 billion euros between factories, building factories, machineries, new machineries, to do this process of yarn, home textile fabrics, and ready-made garments, so that they can get use of the Egyptian cotton and really work it in Egypt about 80% and export maybe 10 or 20% of it. So that's a very good move, because you know the Egyptian cotton is mainly used in home textile and towels. That's one of the major, or in high-end shirts. This is the major usage of the Egyptian cotton. So and the home textile is the most growing part of the textile. It grows about 10 to 11% every year. So there's always a demand for it. So that's why the government has decided to reinvest in it, especially that Egypt has a lot of advantages. Its proximity to markets, because it's very close to Europe and very close to the States. It has very good preferential agreements with Europe, the EUR1, the Form A. It has a free trade agreement with the US. It has now a free trade agreement with the Mercosur countries. We have the COMESA with the African countries. So there is a lot of benefits for the Egypt textile, especially, to work in these countries. And today, I think with all the problems happening in the world, there's a lot of investment coming towards Egypt, especially in the textile, because we have a very big population, and this population, 60 or 70%, is under the age of 20. So we have a very strong manpower operation, and the government is working on that. The problem with with Africa is that there has not been any look at it from the point of view of textile. Just recently, because you know the textile is an immigrating business. It moves from country to country to find a cheaper labor, because after a while the country grows up and the labor work in something else and the textile immigrates to another country. So if you look at the history, the textile started in Japan. It went very high. It immigrated to Taiwan and Korea. It went high. It immigrated to China. So that's how this business goes. It's the same here. Now they want to look for Africa, which is still a green field, very new area. It will take them some time to develop the workers and to get them skills, especially in the ready-made garments. A lot of people have tried Africa, but uh, not yet invested heavily there. But I think it will be the future. They have to, but it will take them time. It will take them at least 10 years to develop. Yani like Bangladesh. Bangladesh was not developed in a day or two. Bangladesh took them time to develop it from, and that's how it goes. But Egypt has one advantage that textile has been in Egypt since the early 90s, 1900s. So it's always been there. So that's why it's easier to build on what was there. But Africa never had the textile, that's why. But it's going there. A lot of people are trying to invest there. And the other problems that they have is still they're not easy to go to ports. Transportation inside Africa is not easy yet. The roads and the lines, it takes a lot of time to reach somewhere, while Egypt is on the Mediterranean and on the Red Sea, so it's very easy to go out and to ship to different areas. But for example, if you're, I don't know, somewhere in Ethiopia, it takes you 10 days to reach a port from where the factories are, and it's difficult. So they're trying to build lines and to make things easier to move around, and that will take time as well.